And I told you earlier to share your stories with us if you've ever been scammed, conned by a lover, a partner, somebody you were totally in love with, and they conned you, not just your heart, but your money, your unajua assets, wengine walichukuliwa hadi career. We're talking about all of that because I think it was trending over the weekend and part of this week where this lady just came out to just talk about it, and now she'd been admitted to hospital because she lost everything. She had children. Another lady came out to say that she paid school fees with this guy, son of a Kenyan, Lipia Strathmore University, and then the guy just disappears. So that is what we're talking about. And you know who's in the building? Benjamin Zulu himself. Karibu sana.
I'm already sick.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. But the amount of ignorance with women is momentous.
Is it? We're just in love, Zulu. We just love to love.
Let's repeat that there's a thin boundary between love and foolishness.
Well, yeah, but they go hand in hand. It's when you say thin line, then we're over there trying to just, be nice people, be caring. Are you forgetting? Zulu, are you forgetting a while back? It's the women who were being told they're scamming men. You're trapping men. We're doing these things to men. You remember that conversation back in the day?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretending to be what you're not, to just get my money. That time, there was that so much that direction of girls looking for men with money, pretending to be this, pretending to be that. There's still women doing that. We still have men who are being scammed today.
That's true.
But the shift in majority has changed direction.
That's true.
So let's start here. As a woman, if you have, there are several signs that you're getting into a bad deal.
Okay.
And we need to repeat this and say, don't date a person who is stuck, who is needy. You are coming to lift them.
When you say it's like that, Zulu, you're making it sound like too cold. What is that line of real needy and, like...
It's true. When we come together, we still build each other up. Even when it's a true thing. When we come together, we build each other up.
That's true.
But it's mutual. Please underline that.
Okay.
The man is also building you as you build him.
Okay.
Whenever it's unidirectional, you're the one paying the fees, lifting him, encouraging him. And there's one, the waste is so painful, the waste. Because women come to me when they're 41. And they got you when they were 26. They got you when they were 23. And they start saying, I realized that he had no house at home. He did not seem to have a plan. Then I started encouraging. That's the mistake.
Yeah.
When you realize a person is stuck and completely ignorant about development, they will be that way for life. Let's emphasize this. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. A person who is needy and will come helping and paying bills, they will come it because they are desperate. All right? And many women have a need to be needed, an overactive maternal instinct. I want you to tame your maternal instinct. Especially especially those of you who took care of your family, and taking care is your nature.
Yeah.
And being needed is what makes you feel significant in the world.
Oh my God.
In fact, I want you to do a personality test. There are guys who do it very well. They're called 16personalitytest.com. And they tell you what feeds your self-esteem. Those personalities that are fed by being needed are the most vulnerable.
Because they're used to giving.
Yes.
That is what they know how
and
to do.
they don't know how to ask back to be given.
Yes.
In fact, that is, again, but they need to be taken care of, to be given, to be cherished, to be built up, to be irrigated. You need me to water me as I water you.
Okay.
But when we are starting, we are too naive as girls. And another problem is, so we have said the sign number one is don't start with a person who is stuck. The most common narrative is my business just went down. I just need some money to revamp it. Another thing, I just lost my job. I'm trying to get back to my feet. The most common narratives is anything that leads you to sending him money. True men never ask the girlfriends for money. Please, girls. True men cannot ask you for money.
Louder, Zulu.
They ask money from the boys.
Louder.
From his boys, not you.
Yes.
That is a huge red duvet. Stop ignoring it. I still don't get it. I assisted him financially. I took him back to school. When you meet a beggar on the road, drop a coin, but don't carry him home. Don't plant yourself in their lives. These needy people never change. That is their energy. That is their direction. And we need to emphasize that poverty is not lack of money, is a mindset. And I said another day that these people who have grown up under severe extreme hardship especially, abandonment by parents, some have been orphans, some have been just abandoned children, and they have never tasted relief. You come to their life when they're still in that kind of hard life. Don't imagine you know them.
Because you don't.
The person people become to survive is different from who they are. They have been surviving, they've never been themselves. The day you alleviate the trouble and they have someone now, they have some money, they will change into a thing you can't recognize. Because they've never been themselves and their development has been delayed. They've never explored. They've never been given attention. Only you saw potential. Can you stop marrying potential women? Potential is only a possibility that might never happen. Marry patterns. Please understand.
But then at that point you're thinking, then true love iko wapi hapa, because me, I really honestly care about you.
He should care about you back.
Okay.
Remember the reciprocity.
Okay.
A man who has no money. I did not have money either when I was married, but I was doing enough to meet our needs. Okay. I never told her send money for 2 days. I could not stomach her paying the coffee we took. I had to pay her fare whenever she came. It's me who pay her fare whenever we met. It's me who carried the shopping. Even if I have to borrow wherever, I have to show that I'm the man in charge. Women are marrying and they are the ones in charge. At what point will the roles fit? I want you to value how you enter things in this world. Okay. Entrance sets the tone. If you enter the relationship paying bills, it will remain that way.
It's true, it will not change.
Please, the way you enter things sets tones and tells the other person what to expect.
Yeah.
So these women who keep coming out there, I have been conned. I'm just there. You are ignored red flags from the word go.
But now you see...
You're just Red Cross with additional benefits. Red Cross sends us money without sending a woman. You brought both. Who doesn't want that?
But should we shame them because they've just been victims?
You don't shame, you tell them the truth. Because they're blind to the truth. They're blaming the other. Let me tell you, con men have no... They will just because people are selfish in this world, Mwikali. Why are people acting as if people acting selfish is outrageous? Naturally, people are selfish. They'll take away from you. Understand this. Another victim are those girls who have been brought up by very good parents, and they think everybody is good like that.
Okay.
Parents who have been caring and sensitive, especially fathers who are sensitive.
You know, when you think about it, it shouldn't be a fault.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be, but then it is.
Parents who are caring and but the kids, this early 20s, there's a rebellion that comes upon them. And they feel this is suffocating. I want my freedom. My friends are partying and you guys are locking me here. You can't even allow. I want my own party. So she runs out. And she has the picture of dad as men. She's mauled by the jackals in that jungle. Those are the girls who get in and they're too afraid to come out. And the most productive years of their life is wasted. The reason this thing pains me is because the cost, Mwikali, is so high. It's your life wasting.
Yeah.
Their entire life wasted. Trying to reform the man, trying again. And you have to prove to society that what you decided was right because you decided with defiance.
Yes.
This is my choice. You guys did your life. Let me do my life. You don't like it for us. I know he's coming from low, but I know he will improve. There's nothing as painful as defending a person only for him to turn out to be what the world said he was.
I think that's the most hurtful thing.
You
don't even know what to do. And we've seen women who are even admitted in hospital. Some have even tried to commit suicide because of this.
Sensitive, but I also need to warn those who are committing the same mistakes. Anybody who comes narrating stories and pages upon pages of how they want, I tell them, why you tied there? Why you abducted? Where was your brain? Can you make tell people that this world is full of trickery, and if you say goodbye to your brains, you remain at the mercy of all these selfish people? You must think rationally at every situation before you get pregnant, before you move in, before you sign up, before you get dowry, before anything. Check, where might this take me? Where might this leave me? These women who have been scammed for years saw the red flags over and over and over again. Can I tell you the reason?
Yes.
It's one. They were rejected and deprived of love growing up. So now they want anything that looks like love.
And you fall for it.
Instead of curing your deficiencies and fear of loneliness, what point, Mwikali, is it when a child is diarrheaing, you buy them more diapers?
Instead of buying that black thing to stop the diarrhea.
Some of us are so needy. Instead of addressing the neediness, we look for a person who needs us, and we think they will stay. It's only for a time. Some people can tell you I love you, but you should ask yourself, up to when? Some people love you because they need you. Remember, when you deal with needy people, and I want to reverse and tell brothers have also been shortchanged a lot. They educate a girl and finally she takes off.
That's true. Because that has happened for a long time.
Because she was needy and she any help. Surely.
That's true.
When you're needy, you're not too choosy. So I keep telling, there's that girl traveled to go and kill a girl in Eldoret. It was foolishness because she has educated her. It was him who was the fool. The girl had to be practical. I need education. This money. She did not even know that one day she would fall out of love. She didn't know whether this was love. Pre-25s can't tell. They're just emotionally, maybe. They're not sure. They can't see. They're in a fog. They're confused. It's you, the mature one, who should think. When you help people, help them without strings attached. Or if your girlfriend, while it remains, enjoy what you are getting now.
Yeah.
Don't try to tie.
And you even talked about expectations as well. If you're going to help somebody, let them know I'm helping you because I want to marry you from the onset.
So scammers never have new tricks. It's your cobwebs on your eyes that assists them to continue conning you. They have nothing new.
My goodness.
And women have such a sharp intuition. They usually sense something is wrong.
That is true.
They have women have a sharp intuition.
God loves us.
Something is wrong. Only that you keep disobeying the survival instinct.
I have to agree. We hear it. And most of the times when you listen to like, ilikuwa ina happen hivi. Ama there's something he did first day, second day, third day. And then you're just like, you know what? It's fine. It's his habit. That's how he is.
The phone snatchers on the road will snatch and run away. We try to rescue the phone without asking, why do people steal phones in this app? How come people can't buy their own phones? The same way emotional scammers, they'll try to take away from you. The same way there are thieves on the road. Your best protection is to watch out, be alert. Don't expose your phone. Know where you are. That is the same way in the romantic world.
So be on the lookout. We're taking a very short commercial break, but we want you to tell us, have you ever, if you're a lady out there, have you ever been scammed, conned by a lover, somebody that you'd given your heart to, somebody that you thought this is it, only for them to get whatever they need from you and leave you heartbroken, miserable, and even depressed because you expected so much more from them. 111-444-111 for just a shilling. You can talk to us. Switch TV KE on Instagram. Switch TV Kenya. This is Full Circle with Mukali. We're coming back with Benjamin Zulu. Welcome back. Full Circle with Mukali, guys. Benjamin Zulu is in the building. We're talking about being conned, romance, scammers. As in, sijeta kuiba aje, but tumeambiwa vitu kadha we need to look out. If they're always asking and it's not symbiotic, that you're helping, they're being helped, and they need help, you're not nourishing each other, then you need to have, if they're always asking, imeitwa a red big duvet that you shouldn't ignore, and that as women we should always listen to our intuitions because they are always right. You need to listen and pay attention. Kuna mtu anasema, good morning Mikali, please tell Zulu where to repeat the personality test handle. I'm a giver and I would like to know how to ask for money and what will I do with it? My girlfriends think I'm too independent, and I agree because it hurts at times. That is Mandarin from Nairobi. The personality test handle
16personalitytest.com. They are the
16 personality.
So far we have just 16personalitytest.com. I work with them.
Okay.
Have the materials, but they have they give it for free. The test is free. It's the material that you buy.
Oh,
but
okay.
They tell you enough to give you basic knowledge of who you are.
Okay.
Some of us have no clue. Just say, I'm a sanguine, I'm this. I think let's remind some of these women that not everybody is supposed to be loyal to you. I don't know why people keep expecting loyalty.
And you talked about it.
Some people cross your life as a warning to watch the company you keep. There are people pass to your life as a warning to alert you that this jungle has conmen.
Yeah.
People come out here talking like children. Oh, I did this, but he did this. Oh, I invested, but he did this. Why are you checking who you're investing into? Please, you must control your good heart. Remember, we said givers must put limits because takers never do. If you have a giving heart that has this instinct of pumping out love, pump uncontrollably, just do. You built for their home, you rehabilitated the family, conducted poverty eradication program, and these Kenyans to fly abroad.
Yes.
And then when you land there, you'll fall in love with this guy, but he has an emergency. He needs papers quickly, lest he gets deported. So you marry him quickly to get him papers. I meet those cases and they're so annoying.
It happens a lot.
This is not your son. You did not bring him abroad. You don't bring him to the US or to the UK. You'll need to tell him now that we are just starting to know each other. Just go back home. We'll communicate while you're there. If it works, we'll marry, then you come.
Yeah.
Some, especially the pre-25s and the loneliness, when you're in a minority country, even the 28-year-olds are committing this mistake. When you're in a minority country, you feel lonely and you wanted kind of, we wanted to share costs. You and I mean to repeat it, never marry out of logistics, never marry out of emergency, never marry out of an urgent situation, never marry to help, never marry as a rescue, never marry. Marrying is supposed to be sober-minded. Everything else held constant. Are we good for each other? That should be and these women will get in those mistakes for the next 20 years, their life is messed. They never recover. This is the disproportionate pain caused by this mistake is staggering. Disproportionate. And that's why it irks me when I see a girl in college. One texted me. She said, I'm 24. I said, so if you're 24, don't ask me about relationships. Ask me about your personal development. Our country is suffering from poverty, lack of money. You should ask me about the kind of jobs you should be pursuing. Don't ask me, there's this boy. Okay, I want to tell you, it's because my doctor told me if I don't get a child quickly, my system is sensitive. So I said, let me date. Now here you are, stressed, depressed, crying. Did this get you any better? Let's remind people that you don't have to force things.
Yeah.
If your biology runs out of time before you establish yourself, you can always adopt.
Yeah.
What if you were born without the ability to get the child at all?
Yeah.
It's better to be financially stable and independent, having to sleep and have peace, and adopt a child, than having the child and crying daily. Which world are you bringing the child to, first of all?
I think you've answered, Madrina. Madrina, givers should have limits because takers do not have. So that is something that you should work on. Good morning, Mikali. My regards to Benjamin Zulu. I make sure I'm up before 8. I'm not missing any discussions on the set, most especially relationship advice. It's always an eye-opener with Zulu himself. I respect and I'm so thankful because he has really opened my eyes on matters dating and what not to ignore. I like that they say that. What not to ignore.
What you don't know can kill you. The road sign you don't see is what makes you hit the bump.
Keep up the nice work, Mixogo. Always glued till the end to Friday. Na Zulu apewe maji ya ndimu kwa bill yako. Uwe ni Sara wa Kijabe. So Benjamin, I love your teaching. But when you tell men that they should not marry potential ladies, who will marry them then?
Not potential. I said, don't marry potential. Marry patterns, marry the character. That's what will stay constant. Don't say, he looks like he can become, she looks like she can grow, she looks like, between potential and possibility is work. And not everybody wants to work. Everybody has the possibility of becoming some great person. But the cost is what? Discipline, self-control, self-denial, delaying your gratification, growing, reading, controlling your ego, taking correction, humbling yourself. All this is the difference in potential and possibility. That not everybody will walk with the journey. So don't marry what they might become. Please.
Who they are.
Exactly.
What characters
do they love learning now? Are they correctable now? Are they hardworking? Are they generous? Are they givers now? Thank you.
I like that.
Those qualities now you can work with because they love learning. I will make sure we go this because check what you have. The givens are the mandatory. In war, they say you work with the givens, not the perhaps.
Yeah.
Don't bank on hope. Bank on and other people. There's another annoying question. Please don't text me if you're living with a man. I'm leaving this guy when I come to. Don't text me. I have no time for that nonsense. Life is already hard and you're complicating your own life.
Yeah.
I tell those people, you're too stupid for your own good. You can't even accommodate my truth. It will look like an attack. Get out fast before you talk to me. That's not the nonsense I wanted to address. There's another one.
Wow. Ile inakuja ndio unapeana kwanza and then you're like, okay, now let's get back.
Don't tell me your in-laws rejected you. They tried to push him to marry another. You should have studied before you landed. Study the family you're marrying into and how much your man is protecting you before you get pregnant, before you move in, before you officiate anything. If you ignore that part, don't come to me to perform miracle. Announcement, I am not a miracle worker.
Morning, Mikali. Show iko lead to tuned in from Nax. Tafadhali, Benjamin. Can you repeat what are the patterns that we're supposed to look out for when we are talking about scammers and people who are conning women out here?
We said number one, a person asking you for money. Flee, run for the hills.
Yes.
Number two, a person who has not developed anything in his life. not finished the school, not built a structured home, not maintained a job, not developed himself, don't think you will introduce that quality. It's not there.
Yep.
What you see is what you get. That's a pattern. Another pattern is a person who never apologizes. Never. They always twist it to make it like it's your fault that made them do what they did to you. That's a pattern that is very severe. That's the first narcissistic sign. People never apologize. They make you apologize for their hurting you. Mm-hmm. Okay, I insulted you, but you had provoked me. I told you never to provoke me.
But Sisi, sorry.
Exactly. To finish it.
You know.
You keep returning peace.
I just want to maintain the peace.
Exactly. If you have to do that before you marry, flee. And another thing, don't give him exclusivity too soon. Don't date one person too soon. Remain open. We are still in the market.
Yeah.
Some of these people, they withdraw up. They feel they were too impatient to settle. When one person shows interest, they withdraw. They come to focus on them. Another pattern is a person who, when you don't just look at why do you want 5? Why do you want to be 5 years to come? Check where were you 5 years ago.
Yeah.
That's more accurate. That's more telling. Okay. They're still flirting with exes. They're still entertaining girls. They're telling you never touch my phone. If you don't touch my phone, and you don't touch me. Huh?
Where?
Yes. I don't know why do you swallow this nonsense?
I don't know. Why do we swallow this nonsense? Kuna mtu hapa, acha nisome hii Zulu. Hi Wikali, I'm learning a lot. I gave up a job to move in with a scammer. Breathe Zulu. Kuna mtu alikupatia ndimu. Work na ndimu na maji. He even suspended, quote unquote, his drinking to convince me he had nothing in his house. So I used my savings to buy households. But after 2 months, he resumed drinking and sleeping outside. Then while drunk, he even told me that he knows I can't leave him because I have a son and I'll need his support, which was actually from the mom because he would drink all his money. I walked out before I could have his baby though. I am lazy. You are courageous and you must have been under 25. All that foolishness is only possible for people who are not thinking. They're just feeling through life. Mm-hmm. Remember we said this. There's a difference between a person who pauses their behavior to let you in. Yeah. Be careful when you say, his parents love me too much. They always call me. They know their son is useless and you're the rescuer. This is your common sense. So this is not love. That's why they look for you. You're a rescuer. My daughter. You're a rehabilitator. A living rehabilitator. Ooh, Jehovah. Listen to me. Don't contact the in-laws before. Don't. They will see you are a decent girl and the son is really useless. At least you put him together. They will extend all favors, pay your fees, invite you. This is your home, my daughter. Nonsense. It's your common ability. What are the interests here? Self-interest rules the world, not love. Mackenzie ability. Please think. Even if it's a love situation, think. And never resign your job. Never move in with a man too soon. Never sell yourself on credit. We have credit. We have loan defaulters everywhere. Ask Tala. Ask banks. Why are you being married on loan? Where? At least she left. Lizzie left. This one is strong. And thank you for writing to warn your younger sisters. Yes. Don't commit to that nonsense. Yeah. Anybody who suspends drinking or flirting because of you, they are only pausing to let you in. There are many people wanting their life, but they're not willing to commit and change their behavior for you. They won't. Please listen to that. Don't be too needy. And I said, if you grew up in a family where you are not loved, you are not sure, you are too needy. You need to deal with that first. Go for therapy. Sign up for life coaching. Go for something. Don't go for a relationship. You're manipulatable. They can sense your need. They can sense how quickly you look for them. Hey, beg. Hey, apologize. Come back begging. You're too needy. Nobody can respect you when you're that cheap. Every time kneeling down to beg. Too happy to be in my life. You should have standards and conditions for me to fulfill to be in your life. Wow. I hope people are listening. My mom is involved with a man who controls all her assets. Her house in particular, where he has a school that has been struggling for the last 7 years. I tell her to rent it out, but the man cannot allow her. She sidelines us in everything in spite of us being adults and well-educated since they were involved 13 years ago. He has mismanaged millions of our money. He's violent to me when I talk about our wealth, and he's into witchcraft. So this is not our 25-year-old anymore. This is an adult, and I want to tell, if your parents are doing something you don't approve, mind your own business. Stop trying to control that marriage. You're not part of it. You're your mother's daughter. You're not part of the marriage. Okay. Your mother has choices, her own choices to make. They're painful to you. They're costing the family money. But just play your role to your mother. The kind of allowance you'll be giving your mother normally, give that and keep off. Mind your own business. But what would you tell this mother? If she's not tellable. She's been told that she gets violent.
Mwikali, not everybody wants advice. Can we announce this?
Please say it.
No, she's not tellable. She has closed her eyes. She's in love. This is my family. I'm praying. God will come. We are praying. Praise the Lord.
Oh, God. So, keep off.
Fools are not looking to learn. Don't force the lesson. You're the one who's go home with a bleeding nose. They'll kick you. Learn to organize your own life. Once you see a person is resistant, this life, even God honors people's choices. People choose to go to hell, and God, with grief in his heart, still
Lets them.
Exactly.
Mwikali, mine was so serious. He took everything and even left me with a loan of more than 250K and jobless. I'm now hustling to find a job. Like, this is real. It's happening to women out here.
And we must repeat this.
Yes.
The moment you stop carefully looking at situations and thinking. And I tell people, Mwikali, I teach, when in my life coach, once you sign up for my program, you start waking up at 4, compulsorily.
4 a.m.
To think, reflect, see what you're doing today, the decisions to make, review your relationships, review the direction of your life, see the bullshit you're being trapped into, see the traps you already walked into, and pull out. You wake up early to think. These people don't think. They're all in the fog of activity. You know, when the day catches up, you go to work, you got reaction on the receiving end. All this conning was going on in broad daylight. She never paused to think.
You know, my friend tells me that sometimes when you choose to do you choose to put yourself first, you choose to invest in yourself, it might come off funny. Like, everybody will just be looking at you, you're so selfish now.
Exactly. Because
but then when you're in this situation with a 250K loan, nobody is there to help you.
I meet women who are into millions of loans. They had too much to prove by sustaining the marriage and doing everything the man wants. They had too much to prove. And I tell her, you have a leak in your tank. It's not putting more water in the tank that is the solution. Address the leak. Your esteem is low. You have too much to prove. You need to be needed too much. You have too much need for love. Go for therapy, address that. So that you know, at what point was I told I'm not worthy enough? At what point did I swallow the belief that I must earn love, that I must pay to be given attention? That is a wrong. I am a woman on my own. I am worthy the way I am. God loves me. I love myself. I only need two people to have me, God and myself. When I'm proved by those two people, I'm good. Others come as an addition and happiness. But if they leave, they have not gone with my self sense of esteem. It's esteem you need to address. Let people stop telling me the consequences of this route. Let's go to the root.
Mwikali, I'm Gashie. I'm Gashie from Kimilili. Oh, there's a place called Gashie, right? So I was just like, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so Gashie from Kimilili says, I had a lady and we had been together for more than 2 years. Unfortunately, I used to buy her clothes, pay her college fee to their home. They were poor. They reached at a time, even they sold alcohol for survival. I used to help her since I loved her. I even helped her siblings for school fees. Even her parents allowed me to help then. They knew I loved their daughter very much. At the end, after school, she got pregnant with another man. Sema uchungu Mwikali, but I had to move away and settle my life. Now it's been 9 months since that happened. I don't need something to go to another disappointment.
Congratulations. You assisted World Cross in helping the poor of this world. But you brought the wrong expectations there. Please continue helping poor families. Only don't expect their daughters to be loyal to you. Poor people, help them. But please have your own life while you're assisting them. When you meet beggars on the road, drop assistance and keep on walking. Don't carry them home with you. Don't expect them to don't plant yourself in their life. Don't expect loyalty from them. They were just needy and desperate, and anybody who gave them assistance, they were going to welcome it. Use your own common sense. Even you, in their situation, what did you do? There's a young man here who is ready to assist. Thank God, our prayers have been answered. It was your expectation that was wrong. Continue helping the poor, but don't think that they'll be loyal to you.
Okay. Hi, Mwikali. I was scammed by my husband. He was an MCA. We were in courtship for 3.5 years. See the way I'm looking at you first before. 3.5 years, then we got married. It was a colorful wedding. He promised to educate me further and get me a good job. I'm a teacher. But after marriage, he told me to quit my job. He cheated me with women. She cheated on me with women and chased me away. He just used me as a bridge to win the campaign. You know how when they're getting into politics, wako
They need
lazima
money,
you
yeah.
not even money. You need to show.
family.
Yes,
Exactly.
lazima ukuwe na bibi, mnataka kupata mtoto, and you know, a proper image for society.
Let us also say this. There are people who genuinely change and you are doing well. There are people who reach a point and they flip on you. Your only solution is to get out before the damage is too much.
Okay.
Once you see that this person is a different thing now, get out and organize your life. And the funny thing is, she will still have the last laugh. The man will still calm down. Those women don't care about him. They won't support him. She will still be the winner in the end. The person who is honest never loses people. It's people who lose them. When you are the one who's honest, who meant well, you never lose people. They lose you. And in the end, karma, their own behavior will catch up with them. So this lady, just take heart and build your life. In the end, the politics will go. The 5 years will go.
Yeah.
You will see that you will have the last laugh.
Absolutely. All the best. All the best. And thank you for sharing that with us. Kuna nyingine hapa. Hello, Mwikali. I had a problem with my relative. After Form 4, I think, I went to stay with my aunt in Mombasa since my mom and I were not in good terms, though she was also in Mombasa. So my relative seemed like they were taking advantage of me. They had no sign of taking me to Kole. So my boyfriend, hallelujah, offered to take me to Kole, but asked me to go to Nairobi. So I ran, and when I got there, we had to wait for January for admission. Then I got pregnant.
I know. That's not in news. It always happens.
Now I am 22. Zulu, are you okay? A mom, a wife, and that was not my plan. Now I have no way out. My baby is 1 year now. Do you think I was scammed emotionally? Do you think it was his plan to make me pregnant? I don't know if Zulu will answer that today, but we'll just let's
You were driving on the wrong side of the road. You jumped from the frying pan into the fire. Remove the man into the picture. It was your mindless behavior. You should have thought, what could go wrong if I travel there? You should have just have thought.
Yeah.
Another thing, when you are 19, 20 and you have a boyfriend, oh my God, I tell these people, you are assisting the devil to ruin your life at a record speed.
What way?
If you date when you are 19, 20, 21, you and the devil are competing to burn your house. Now you ran. Where are you now? Trapped. A mother, nothing. The solution is to go back home with your child. Go back home to the drawing board.
Yeah.
There's no husband here. He has shown you is dishonest.
Yeah.
You can't live with that man for the rest of your life. How many more dishonesties will you suffer? How many more short changes? Travel back. Go replan your life. Those 3 years were mistakes. It's not all. You're still 22. In the next 4 years, you can still get a diploma and get your career intact. The solution to those who did pre-25 nonsense, stupid mistakes is to retreat. Go back home to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Confess to your parents you were foolish, but now you've woken up. You're willing to do anything to get a career. You have a child now who will need fees, who will need taken. Let this child be a motivator to grow up. Many people grow up after the blunder. Be one of them.
Yeah.
Don't stay there. Then when you're 40 and it's a useless marriage, being cheated left, right, and center, HIV maybe, already damaged, depression and stress. There's no future there. Go back to the drawing board.
Okay. Okay. Haya, kuna SMS ingine hapa. Yeah, got it. I'm not so sure. Where are we? Oh, got it. Hi, Mwikali. I got scammed by a married man who pretended to be a single man, but I doubted because he had a big kitambi. Okay, I don't know why I'm laughing, but so single men don't have kitambis. Okay. I doubted because he had a big kitambi. He stole from me after taking me on a date and eating ugali and kukuchoma on 26th December. We have details here, Zulu. He stole from me when I went to the loo. I found out after the date and blocked him. He pretends to be a born-again Christian and preys on single ladies. Uyu alibiwa ya mabavu. Unajua, this is not... She sort of like paid. Okay, I don't know why I'm laughing. At least
alibiwa to the properties she had. This was like the way a common thief would do it.
Yeah,
the phone and the money.
Yes.
Although it's traumatized, it's not as painful for somebody who cons you over 5 years.
Yes.
She did not lose time. She does not have a baby. It was just a normal.
It feels like this guy alijilipa hiyo kukuchoma.
Exactly. So, please learn your lesson. That instinct, even if it used to Kitambi to warn you, you should have listened to it.
You should have listened to that
exactly.
instinct. It's true.
Exactly.
And it's what you kept saying the whole time.
Yes.
Just listen to
yes.
that small instinct. Nakwambia cha tuangalie ingine. Mwikali, mine conquered where this boyfriend borrowed 3K dirhams to to finance his vacation. Allah, to pay back after a month. Kumbe he was borrowing me money to finance his girlfriend in Kenya. Where immediately after I discovered I was expectant, and he clearly told me I'm good, but he's got someone else who the parent approves. Now years later, I got a husband, and one day because Anad and he took everything in our house. I think that is a different. I'm not so sure if it's the same one. But we alibiwa. Alipatiana pesa ya vacation.
And let me remind women to stop getting pregnant accidentally. Please,
Okay.
a baby is a permanent thing. It's a 20-year responsibility.
Yeah.
You can't afford to just, I realized I was pregnant. You must take supreme care not to get entangled permanently with a person you don't want in your life.
My goodness.
You must take supreme care. There's no substitute. In law, we used to say there's no substitute for due diligence. Equity only helps the diligent. There's a law called equity. We used to say you can only be assisted if you are also careful, thinking ahead, watchful. The moment you shut your eyes and you, in the name of love, release yourself with the hands of your lover. By the time you wake up, you have been robbed of everything. And you start crying, oh, imagine, you didn't imagine. What do you expect in this world? People take away from you if you close your eyes.
That's true.
Don't let down your guard.
Constantly.
Study everybody. Don't trust a person before you study them. Study everyone.
Today I feel like you've been really nice. You've given some really
Thank you.
beautiful advice out here. Yeah. Okay. Zulu social media handles.
Benjamin Zulu KE everywhere. Benjamin Zulu KE everywhere. Or 0701 299 333.
Haya, hivyo. Haya, tutakuja huko. Umesema mtu aki apply ni 4 a.m. Hakuna kitu kingine.
Ukianza my coaching program, you must be ready to wake up.
4 a.m. guys. I don't know if you guys are ready, but that's what's up. What to classes of Benjamin Zulu. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And we are taking a short break. I was about to say kwaheri. You see the things you do to me. We're taking a short commercial break. When we come back, we're taking you on a tour to South Africa.